Hey guys, I've been doing some digging into information on the ingredients in these amazing Plexus supplements. And I'm getting so excited. And you know what happens when you get excited, you just gotta share it. So I wanted to hop on here and just share some of this information so that you can get excited too. Because I'm gonna tell you, Plexus is very smart in the ingredients that they choose to put in each of the products that we have. And that's what I want to, really the main part or the main point of this video is to give you that confidence that we're not willy-nilly putting ingredients in here and like, oh, I heard that's good and that's good. We have a medical board. We have a medical advisory board. We have scientists and people that are in the know, and they are looking at the research. They have their kind of finger on the pulse of what's going on in science, in nutrition, and they're using that information to formulate these products. Oh, so good, so good. Okay, so I could literally spend hours talking with you about all the products that Plexus has, but I wanted to start where we always start, and I wanted to start with the Triplex, because it is the foundational combo that we start so many of us started with the Triplex, right? And it's because the Plexus is all about addressing three key areas of our health. And so it's about improving our gut health. It's about balancing our blood sugars, and it's about reducing inflammation. And you have all of that neatly tied up in the Triplex, and then you can expand and add other products in to either assist with those things or help with maybe something just outside of that, like weight management and things like that. So anyway, I wanted to start with the Triplex because, gosh, there is so much cool information just to talk about Slim, ProBio 5, and BioCleanse, the three products in the Triplex. So let's dig in. Slim, there are two kinds of Slim. Okay, there's the microbiome activating Slim, all about gut health, and there's the hunger control Slim. As it sounds, it can help people that are looking for help with overeating, appetite control, that kind of thing. So how are those two the same and how are they different? I'm glad you asked. So they are the same in that they both contain chromium as a major ingredient, and also they both have the Plexus Slim blend. Okay, so why chromium? The form of chromium in Plexus Slim is called chromium polynicotinate. You don't have to say that ever again, but just know that that form of chromium is a combination of chromium and niacin, and that makes it the most bioavailable form of chromium. Bioavailable. Why does that matter? Because that means it's the form of chromium that our body recognizes and can absorb and use most readily. So you always want the most bioavailable form of an ingredient. And as you start looking into Plexus ingredients, you're going to hear that word over and over. Highly bioavailable. Plexus makes a point of always choosing highly bioavailable ingredients in their products. Feel good about that. Okay, so why chromium in the first place? So we've got a highly bioavailable form, so what, right? So chromium is important because it helps with energy, but it also helps with healthy glucose metabolism. It helps insulin do its job. And how often do we hear insulin resistance, low blood sugar, pre-diabetic, type 1, type 2, all these problems with the way our bodies are able to either produce or utilize insulin, and because insulin's one job is to get glucose from the blood into the cell so it can be used as it's supposed to use. We do not want glucose hanging out in our blood. That's what leads to those high blood sugars that cause all the trouble. So chromium helps us to help our cells recognize insulin so it can do its job, right? Does that make sense? You with me? So chromium is amazing, and that's why Slim is so effective, because of that highly bioavailable form of chromium. And I wanted to also add here too, sometimes you get asked, is Plexus FDA approved? Well, you can tell people no, Plexus is not FDA approved because the FDA does not approve any supplements. But what you can always know about Plexus products is if if it hasn't been specifically studied by Plexus, Plexus has looked at the studies done on that ingredient or that combination of ingredients to know that it is a safe and highly effective ingredient to use. That goes for chromium. Chromium has been studied in many, many human studies and been found to be safe up to 1,000 micrograms a day. Okay, so why does that matter? Fun fact, there's 200 micrograms of chromium in each stick of Slim. So even on those days where we want 2 Slim a day, you are still well under that 1,000 microgram amount because 2 Slims would be 400 micrograms. No problems. All healthy, all very beneficial. So that just wanted to make sure you know that. Not FDA approved, but still found to be very safe and effective. Okay, so the Plexus Slim Blend, the other similarity between the two types of Slim. Plexus Slim Blend is chlorogenic acid. I hope that didn't mess up. Chlorogenic acid, Garcinia cambogia, alpha-lipoic acid, and white mulberry fruit extract. No, sorry. No, yeah, I'm right. White mulberry fruit extract. So anyway, chlorogenic acid, very cool ingredient. It's from the green coffee bean extract, again, and less than 2% of natural caffeine from this coffee bean. So it's not a highly caffeinated, but it does give you great natural energy boost. The main thing that chlorogenic acid does is it helps with that healthy blood glucose metabolism. It also helps to increase body heat production. Another fun, cool little fact, when you increase body heat production, you're helping to make sure that it's the body fat that's being burned and not the muscle. So, you know, a lot of times when people start to lose weight, it's water weight. It can turn into losing muscle mass, which we do not want, but Slim helps us to make sure that it's the body fat that's being burned and not just the muscle. So, those are how they're similar. Plexus Slim microbiome has a fiber called XOS. Plexus Slim Hunger Control has a fiber called polydextrose. So it's the fiber that makes these two forms of Slim unique. Okay, so the XOS fiber, it's a prebiotic fiber. It's been studied in vitro. So it's been studied in kind of simulating a human gut, and it's been shown to increase strains of bacteria, good bacteria in our gut that lead to healthy, and a lot of times Akkermansia is one, and that is one that's really highly effective in helping people to lose weight. Another really cool thing that I have to tell you about XOS, the fiber and microbiome Slim, is it's also been shown to increase short-chain fatty acids. Okay, so what are short-chain fatty acids? They've been nicknamed postbiotics. So if you caught it, when I mentioned XOS, I said it was a prebiotic fiber. It is a fiber that feeds probiotics. It feeds the good bacteria. So the prebiotics are feeding the probiotics and then creating these postbiotics, these short-chain fatty acids that are then released to our bodies and do all sorts of great things, like feed healthy colon cells and reduce the risk of colon cancer. They help to reduce the risk of diabetes. They can cross the blood-brain barrier and help with brain health. I mean, they're so good for our body, and the XOS in the microbiome Slim helps to increase the production of those as well. Awesome. Okay, so in the Hunger Control Slim, we have polydextrose. Now, the Hunger Control is looking to help people with overeating issues, and so the polydextrose, it's a fiber that attracts water, so it helps the cells swell. They're bigger. They help us to feel full, and so then we don't have that desire to overeat. Another cool thing about polydextrose is it leaves the stomach slowly, so it's making us feel fuller, and it's leaving slowly, so we feel fuller longer. And that's, in essence, how the two types of Slim are similar in that they help us to with our blood glucose metabolism, but they also have those different types of fiber with different end results. So I want to switch real quick to ProBio 5, which I have right here. Probio 5, a favorite of so many people because it just makes such a difference in your gut health. Probio 5, as it alludes to, it does include probiotics, 5 awesome strains of healthy bacteria that our gut needs. But what makes Probio 5 different than any other probiotic out there is that it does contain these digestive enzymes. And so the primary benefits of Probio 5 is that it's going to help to keep your intestinal yeast in balance. Yeast is something that can get overgrown because of your diet, because of different medications, because of the environment, because of stress, so many different factors. And I read that 30 to 40% of people suffer from an overgrowth of yeast. And so one thing that Probio 5 does is it's specifically formulated with those enzymes to help to break down yeast and other bad microbes in our gut that are making us feel sick and tired. So Probio 5 is a must. And when you take Probio 5 and it is helping to break down the yeasts and the bad stuff, you don't want that stuff hanging out in your body. You want to be able to get rid of that. And so that is why we always partner that with BioCleanse. And BioCleanse is not a cleanse. It's nothing to be scared of. It is a magnesium supplement, basically. It's a combination of magnesium and things called bioflavonoids that are super healthy. So whether you are someone like me that thought, regular meant going to the bathroom, 2 or 3 times a week, or if you're already regular, BioCleanse is going to help your body to detoxify. So it's going to make sure that all the stuff that is being churned up and broken down by Probio 5 is going to be able to be, because that magnesium draws water to your gut. It's going to make sure that the stuff in your gut is getting moved along and flushed out. You do not want that stuff hanging out in your body. So yes, the primary benefits of BioCleanse, it's going to help to cleanse that GI tract. And it's not, I love how they say that BioCleanse works to help make you regular without strain or urgency. So those two ends of the spectrum, we don't want to go there. We don't want to be straining. We don't want to be urgent. We just want nice, regular, consistent bowel habits, right? And that is what BioCleanse is all about. It's going to help you to reduce gas, bloating, GI discomfort, things like that. Help to promote regularity, like I said, and remove those harmful microbes and different substances that are in our gut. Just move them on out so they can't bother us anymore. So in a nutshell, that is Triplex. And that is why when you start the Triplex, you start to feel things improving, little things. And then the longer you're on the Triplex, it's still helping you to feel better. I'm like 3.5 years in. I keep feeling better. It's just amazing what gut health, blood sugar balance, reducing inflammation, it makes a difference. Okay, so like I said, gut health is a huge area that Plexus is always going to center the products around, because as Hippocrates said like 2,000 years ago, all health begins in the gut. Our gut health is key to our overall health. And one aspect that a lot of people are concerned with is weight management. I'd say the majority of people are looking to lose weight, but we also know that people that need to gain weight, gut health helps to normalize your weight. Okay, so, but for those people that are looking to lose weight, and like I said, that's the majority of people that we talk to, we do have a couple of great products. One is MetaBurn, and a lot of us, I won't go there. Anyway, Balance is another one. And these are both fairly new, but Balance is the newest of these two. I wanted to talk about these just super quick, just to give you some fun information. So Balance is looking to help to balance or help maintain healthy blood sugar levels, that blood glucose. We don't want high blood glucose. We want our body to be able to use the glucose that we're eating in the way that our body needs to use it. It helps to also control digestion and the absorption of carbs. So it blocks the enzyme that breaks down carbs and sugars. So it's going to decrease the amount of sugar in your blood. Just overall, it's going to decrease that glucose spike, and it's going to help to just make sure that some of those carbs are just moved along and move right on out. And also, in those ways, will help to support healthy weight management that we talked about. So some of the cool things that balance can help you do, it can help to avoid sugar crashes, because the sugar spikes in your blood and then you crash. But it also can help prevent excess fat storage, because that's one thing that when glucose is highly present in your blood, it just gets converted to fat. Boo. So by avoiding those blood sugar spikes, we can avoid that conversion of a lot of glucose into fat and just stop that process right there. Let's see, it also, like I said, it can slow down carbohydrate digestion because the carbs aren't getting broken down. Fewer peaks and valleys, fewer crashes after eating. It reduces the glycemic index of food. If that's not a term that you're familiar with, I would highly recommend that you look at that. But basically, glycemic index is the amount of glucose that your body gets from different foods. And the one thing you need to know about that is, you hear a lot of people talking when you're talking about weight loss and it's all about calories. Well, a calorie is not a calorie is not a calorie. So there are good forms of carbohydrates, and then there are less healthy forms of carbohydrates. And so that's where glycemic index kind of gets into that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, highly recommend that you look into that. So, the fact is that there's hidden sugars everywhere. I mean, our food manufacturers, they know. They know how to get us addicted to food, and one way is by putting more sugar. So that's one great thing about balance, is it helps to reduce the breakdown of sugars in our body. Some cool things, like if you're curious, what are the ingredients? I was talking about the ingredients in the triplex. Balance includes white kidney bean extract, common bean extract, cinnamon bark extract, and mulberry leaf extract. And really the bottom line with all of those is that they block the enzymes that help to break down those carbs. Because if you have like complex carbohydrates, or these like sucrose is a combination of glucose and fructose, but your body can't utilize sucrose until it's broken down into those two simple sugars. So what balance does is it helps to prevent that breakdown. So sucrose just gets digested on through there. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. And then just talk real quick again about MetaBurn. MetaBurn, I was going to say earlier, what I stopped saying is we just did the Renew You Challenge, and MetaBurn is part of that. It's a great thing to add to your routine if you are looking to, so what is MetaBurn? It helps to fire up your metabolism. It helps to just give you that little kickstart into weight loss. What it does, though, that's really cool is it really is kind of zeroes in on fat, specifically in like your waist, hips, and thighs. Who needs some help losing some inches there? That's what MetaBurn helps you. It's formulated to I'm blanking on the word, but it really targets those areas. So your metabolic rate can decrease by up to 14% in your 20s to 40s. It just happens. Through crash diets, lack of sleep, stress, hormone imbalances. How many people do you know they're talking about hormone imbalances? I had hormone imbalances, nutrient deficiencies, certain medications, all these things, they mess up our metabolism. So MetaBurn is one thing that, I know, but even before I started Plexus, way before we had MetaBurn, I had been exercising. I'd been doing the things. I lost some weight, but I hit that plateau. How many people hate that plateau? MetaBurn can help you bust through that weight loss plateau. So again, MetaBurn is chock full of awesome ingredients. So, I know I feel like I've been just throwing stuff at you, but I hope that you are seeing that Plexus adds so many great things into these products. That's why they work so well. And the MetaBurn has, there is caffeine in this. Remember I said slim, not a great source of caffeine. MetaBurn has about 80 milligrams of caffeine per capsule. And so you take one capsule twice a day with this. So it's just a little under like 1 cup of coffee. So if you're gonna commit to using MetaBurn and you love your coffee, you just want to make sure the guidelines are not to go over 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. So you're getting about 160 with MetaBurn, and if you're going to use active or you're going to drink coffee, just make sure that you're staying within that healthy caffeine intake range every day. Another thing to just tell you real quick. Again, this is already 20 minutes, but some of the awesome things that they put in MetaBurn. Rhodiola, where do I begin? Rhodiola and L-theanine. Okay, so those are mood-boosting ingredients. They're called adaptogens. Look that up. Or if you want, put a comment in here. I'll do a video on that. Because so many of these, I mean, what Plexus does is they use ingredients that our body can recognize, that will help our body work the way it was created to work. That is the coolest thing. And that is why Plexus is not a quick fix. That's why it's not a Band-Aid. It's going to help your body work the way it was meant to work, to feel the way it was meant to feel. It's awesome. Okay, lastly, real quick, because just the names of some of these things are so cool. So MetaBurn has Grains of Paradise. Doesn't that sound awesome? Grains of Paradise, metabolism booster. L-theanine helps to increase a sense of alertness and support a healthy mood. Rhodiola, again, an adaptogen, helps support healthy mood. Forskolin, green tea extract, astrogen, N-acetyl L-tyrosine, also called NOLT, and 5-HTP, guarana seed extract, and then there is, again, natural caffeine. Like I said, 80 milligrams of caffeine in MetaBurn. Wow, that was a marathon. So I hope you guys made it all the way through. If you have questions, if you have anything that you want more information on, if you would like to just comment, what do you love about all this stuff? What did you learn that makes you excited? Add comments. I'd love to hear from you. We always want to know that the information that we share is helpful, and I just want you to know, like I said, my goal with this video is to help you to know that Plexus cares about the ingredients they put in their products, and they formulate products to give us the results that we want. These products do what they say they're gonna do, and it's because of the ingredients that they use. Such good stuff. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it encourages you to, 1, find out more about these awesome products, and 2, share them with the people that you know. All right, have a great day.